Hi.
Hello.
So this is Sweet Tea with Christy. This is the second one that we had. Yes, I'm fixing myself because now I can see myself. And every one of them starts with the drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
Today we're going to have a little bit of a 25 question. We're going to have a little bit of Bloom invites. I'm initiating her to look at the pretty dot at the top. I'm initiating her to get over herself looking at me back of my head because it's so sexy. So sexy. The comments that I have is that I need to talk louder. Yeah. And funnier, but whatever. So my kids aren't here, so I can yell at the top of my lungs, and no one will know. We are drinking, so we're happy. Yeah, so we're gonna start. So what are you? Who are you? And what do you call yourself? And why?
So I'm Bloom Invites.
Okay.
I am a graphic designer, I guess, that specializes in wedding stationery here in Calgary. That's what I do. So.
Okay. So one of the biggest things that I have fell in love with is stationery as of lately. I think it has everything to do with Instagram.
Yeah.
I am a visual person, right? I want to see things. I want to be inspired by stuff.
Yeah. So
my biggest thing is, what is your dream couple? Like, what is your dream clientele? And I'm going to turn my radio down.
Okay.
Keep talking.
I think just the couple that is enthusiastic about their wedding and enthusiastic about the stationery process is kind of my ideal client. One that is open to designs, one that's not too, stuck in their little box and they don't want to expand. That's why you're doing custom stationery is, so you can expand on your designs and stuff. And, they definitely have an eye for design, and that's why they're coming to me. And they appreciate stationery and the process.
So they're like the Instagram junkies.
Absolutely.
The people that are following you.
Yeah. I build clients off Instagram.
The people that want to see something different.
Yeah.
All right. So they're like my sugar
unique.
Paper junkie, maybe some Kate Spade.
Yeah.
People like that. All right. So
you can even go more hipster than that too.
Okay.
Yeah. I get all realms of it, which is fun. It's always different. Every project's different. So, as you as a person, you're getting married. I know. I'm getting that.
You're getting married in August.
Oh gosh.
I'm shooting your wedding vlog. And you're doing a bridal diaries.
I am.
And I found it very insightful, not as a photographer, but as an individual who happens to work in weddings. I keep promoting it, and I'll keep promoting it. I love it.
And who is you? Is that? Your idea?
Well, yeah, but anyway. Nice plug again. But no, the thing is what I'm noticing is that my brides are like, do I even do stationery? I can save that money. So why am I going to go spend X amount of dollars? What would you say to those people?
I think it depends on what kind of bride you are. There's that bride that is the DIY bride that wants to be involved in the process. Maybe she, does want to be cutting her stuff and, assembling her, place cards, 2 months before.
Do you have a place for those people in your business?
I do not, no.
You do not want DIY brides?
I do not want DIY brides.
Okay. You want to be able to do it all.
And I started the business at DIY, and I thought that was where I wanted to be, and I just don't want to do with it. My clientele, they want everything done.
It's kind of pretty packaged and ready to go.
They want everything done and ready to roll.
Okay.
They don't want to be dealing with, not so much the headache of it, but...
Does that come at a cost, though?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, it ranges from, $800 to, I would say, like, $2,500 is where my packages kind of range.
Okay.
Again, depending on what
you're getting. And are they all custom, or is any of it
they're all custom.
Stock?
All custom.
Okay. Yeah. Are you going to ever go to a way where you can provide, like, these are the options, especially, like, for, I don't know, like, last-minute brides? Yeah. Someone, because Calgary is really huge for having... I got engaged at New Year's. I'm having a wedding in June. It's like, scroll up. Like, everyone's booked.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah. Okay? So, to not miss that market, too, as a business owner.
Okay. Stay tuned. It's in process. Stay tuned. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get brides last minute. I get referrals last minute. I'm second shooting for people that have last minute brides.
Especially this year for me, it's been almost a little frustrating, too, because to put in perspective, I'm the only one doing everything. And so a lot of these brides are coming to me, they're getting married in August, and they're coming to me now. Yeah. And I'm booked, and I can't do it.
And then you're doing your own wedding.
And I'm doing my own wedding, too. Okay. So August is a no-go for me. But,
but we're talking about, like, $800 minimum. So if you're $250, $300, $400, you know, just go to somebody else.
But even some of the brides don't, you know, it's like, as me as a bride was shopping for flowers, and I went in there, even a cake too, I was like, I don't even know
what you should be paying.
I don't even know what I should be paying. You tell me, I'll tell you what I want, and then you tell me
how much it's going to
cost.
And
then let's see if we can make this work. And I do have a lot of brides like that, that'll come to me.
So have you busted your budget on your wedding?
Actually, I'm doing pretty good.
You're doing pretty good. Yeah. So do you think that you're more realistic, or not as realistic as you thought?
Not as realistic as I thought.
Not as realistic. And you were a bride, and you work in the wedding industry.
It's, yeah.
Uh-oh. No, because it goes back to, like, photography. When people come up to you and they're like, how much is your photography? I'm like, well, I started at $3,500 for 2015. 2016 is $3,750. What does that entail? And then I tell them, and they're like, you either get, I want you, that's awesome, or it's like, oh, crickets. Yeah. And I'm like, they don't
get that stationery as well. Yeah.
And which is kind of rude. You should reply to people if you reach out to them. Give them the courtesy to say, no thanks, I found somebody else. It's totally fine. And we like that. Because then we don't want to pester you. We don't want to annoy you. Yeah. We don't want to seem overzealous. We're trying to be as polite as we possibly can and professional as we can. So send an email back. Yeah.
I agree. I tried to do that too.
Good. Yeah. Let's see what else. So you have your range is around $800 to $2,500. You do mostly custom. You're going in the rain to the realm of being able to get out of just custom. Do you find you typically work with brides that are wedding planner brides, or these are brides that find you on their own?
Bit of both.
A little bit of both?
A little bit of both. About 50-50.
Who's your favorite client? You don't have to answer that. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Again, it's just the bride and the groom that are just enthusiastic. They know stationery matters. They're not coming.
Why does stationery matter? That's a huge question.
Oh, it just sets the tone for your wedding.
Set your tone for your wedding.
It's incredible what it can do. And
what would it involve? Let's do a package, like a mock package. If I was getting married, I want to get married. I don't know why I'm holding flowers, but I am. Because apparently that's what brides do, and I'm a photographer. Awkward.
It's okay.
So what would I be coming to you in a normal package? Obviously, probably wedding invites.
Yep, for sure. So it depends.
Maybe name cards?
Yeah, so usually my brides are doing both sides of it. So the invitation suite and then the day of stationery. And day of stuff is your place cards, your seating charts, your menus. So it really depends on the bride, but yeah, you'd be doing your whole invitation suite and then all your day of stuff with me.
An invitation suite can be a lot of pieces, people. So that's a way to save money. But all those little touches do go a long way. So what would be an average, or what do you see as an average amount of wedding suite pieces that you have to make?
Definitely an invitation. A lot more brides are doing the website, so that kind of eliminates more.
So their own website.
Their own website. So that kind of eliminates having.
I think you did that, right?
I did that, yeah. Okay. That kind of eliminates having all that stationery that you may need. So your inserts and maybe even your RSVP. So it can be like just an invitation and maybe just an RSVP insert, or it can be the whole shebang. Some of them are doing the whole formal attire where it's...
Do you do that paper thing?
I don't do the paper thing.
What's with that paper thing?
That they put inside the envelope?
Yeah, what is that? And why is that
It's so the ink doesn't rub off while it's being nailed.
It looks like shit stuff. Sorry.
How do you really feel?
That's how I really feel. I'm like, now what are we going to do with this? Recycle. Did you cost money? I hope it didn't cost money. Because that's what I'm thinking. Like, you just wasted this money.
And I like to be honest with my brides as well, is that I'm not here to sell you a bunch of things that you're not going to need. So you tell me about your day and how it's going to be and how you are as a couple. So then why are you getting a piece that's not going to work for you? And I'll be honest with you about that. Why don't you spend that money somewhere else? Why don't you put it towards your envelope addressing, which is, I think, worth every penny.
So
we talked about this before.
You did something for me for Christmas, and you addressed every bloody invitation, or not invitation, but like Christmas card that I sent, and I send over 100, right? Because I have people in the States, I have people here, I have friends, I have family, I have business people, like I send it to everybody. I may not send a picture to every single person, but I sent quite a lot. That alone,
was it worth it?
Was so worth it.
And you know what I also do?
I was like, oh, it's going to be so expensive. But the amount of time that I didn't have to sit there and either make labels or address, all I had to do is, and the kids made a game with them, and they liked to put the stamps. It was awesome.
So that's great.
It was awesome.
Another thing I do is, when I do your envelope addressing, I'll organize it for you. So your
by last name?
No.
I thought just like getting like all like
gosh.
OCD
Oh
on
my
you.
gosh. No, I'm not that OCD.
Like an OCD.
But I always like to put myself, like, why are they coming to me? They want everything done. So when you do your addressing with me, I'll organize it by your Canadian residence and your international, and it's all organized. So when you go to the post office...
You did do that, and it was easier to put the stamps on, and I had my Canadian versus my American.
You're not trying to do everything, all this stuff. Like, you shouldn't have to get your stationery and then put an extra hours of work into it, I don't think, right? Also...
However, you can save money by doing your own if you so choose to do that.
Absolutely.
It may not...
And I'm totally fine with that.
But it may not be... know that the design may not be cohesive because now you've got the font may not match what's inside.
And my brides know that. And some of them maybe do want to save that money and just put their own touch on it and have some fun with it. Go for it.
What is the fun part of what you do? What's your fun?
The whole thing.
Do you dance in your kitchen? Like, what do you do? Like, what's fun? Because I think of, like, stationery as, like, boring.
It's so not.
I'm just saying.
It's pretty cool. I think meeting the client for the first time is a lot of fun.
Okay.
Getting to know them and about their day, their design direction is a lot of fun. Designing itself, you can't even put a price on that. It's incredible.
You enjoy that.
I love it.
That, like, makes you, like, giddy.
I love it. And then seeing it all come together and printed and giving it to the client is just...
So you're a geek.
I'm a geek.
I love it.
I've always been a geek, though. Are you going to write that down?
Yeah. She is a geek. I'm going to write it in big font. What kind of font is that? Is it bold, italic? I can't even tell you after that. Right. One of the questions that I have, let's see where it is. So you are in Calgary, but does that stop you? I know that you like to meet people, whatever, but does that stop you from servicing people outside of Calgary?
No.
So who else could you see?
Anyone, wherever you are. Just keep in mind it's custom, so there'll be
a lot of communication.
A lot of communication.
Have you done an international?
I have not yet. No.
Do you want to?
Absolutely.
Where's your dream location to do international?
Southern states.
The southern.
Oh
states.
Yeah, that's totally on my bucket
She's
list.
A junkie.
Totally on the bucket list.
That's why she gets a tumbler.
Yeah.
By the way, you have to guess what we're drinking. Man, I look like I have man hands there.
Ooh, mine's half gone.
Well, okay. I wonder what people. If it's halfway gone, I don't care.
It's okay.
So, do you have an Etsy page at all, or do you strictly want them to go through your website?
Yeah.
Because you used to have an Etsy page,
I used to have an Etsy page. I went that route. I went that DIY template route.
That's right, and then you changed.
And I changed.
You changed your focus.
Again, stay tuned. I think there'll be some new things coming to get, shorten that gap on the brides that are short timeline.
Do you want to be like the lifetime designer? Do you want to be like, because I chose not to do photography for families and newborns and maternity and whatever. I decided to focus on weddings, engagements, and so forth. But that doesn't mean I don't ever awfully do them. I just don't promote them. Do you want to be the photographer? I mean, be the designer who also does like baby showers, who does
I've done it all.
Birthdays.
Yep.
Do you love them as much as wedding, or it's just a different outlet?
Different outlet. Baby is definitely like I love that. That's my next venture.
I think that it's underutilized here in Calgary.
Absolutely.
I find that we're behind the 8 ball.
And I've done a lot of watch out Calgary. I'm coming for that baby stationery market because it's definitely missing.
Okay.
And again, everything.
But do you think that they want print DIY for that? For most baby, they're trying to keep
not my brides,
cost
not my
not your
brides. Sorry, not
yeah,
my moms.
Not your moms.
No, and the ones that I've had, they want that boutique experience, and that's what Bloom is all about. I'm more boutique and more professional.
But your stuff is beautiful,
and that's
like I think that's consistent.
Good.
I mean, I've done a shoot with you. I've seen your stuff. I use you for my clients. I mean, hello, you like sew gold thread through my packaging. Seriously.
I love pushing the envelopes, right? And
but I love that too, and I
yeah.
love the foiling. I like all of that. And I use other people as well because I do want to share a lot, but you help me do my whole Hello There Darling brand for my boudoir. Like, you help me with the welcome boxes and the whole thing. So I think you're more talented than I think you ever give yourself credit for.
I'll never realize it.
Just saying. As long as you stay humble, because if you're not,
Absolutely.
I'm going to kick you down.
Okay. Thanks, lady.
Anyway, you won't get any alcohol from me. So,
done.
I know. So, I think we've pretty much snipped what you're supposed to be. I need to know when should they contact you, because I find that
this year's been bad.
Even the last. Shoot home.
You're killing me. You're killing me.
Y'all some bad brides.
And I don't blame these brides. I mean, as being a bride myself, there are a million things to do. Like, that list is never ending. And then
you get some stuff off, and
then all of a sudden you realize, like I did, I was like, oh my god, I am 6 months away. And luckily for me, I work in the industry, and I know to book your vendors right away.
As soon as possible.
If you want...
Especially if you know and you like
and if
someone
you want,
specifically.
You call them the day you get engaged because...
Doesn't it seem... That makes me feel like only type A personalities can get married. No. Because what if it's a lax bride and she just... I guess if they're lax bride, they're going to miss out no matter what. They don't realize they're missing out because they're just going to take kind of whatever. But the one that maybe just trying to cram a wedding in a short time frame, I think they're probably just going to have more struggles.
Unfortunately.
In these magazines... But maybe they don't want to be engaged for like a year. Yeah. Maybe they want to
Planning's a lot of work.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remind myself that to these brides that keep coming to me that they're getting married in August and they're contacting me now. I'm like, you might as well send an invite out or save the have you done save the date? They haven't done save the date.
If you get married in August, send an invite.
Oh my
You heard
goodness,
that here.
Lord. But I can't do it, right? Like 6 to 12 weeks is what Bloom does for custom stationery.
Yeah. Okay. So they should be
1 to 2 months.
But they should be coming to you 6 to 8 months prior or a year prior?
Even more. A year.
They should be coming to you like when they book me.
Basically, yeah. Along with all your other vendors, they should be coming to me.
Because it is going to set the
It's different. It's different, I find. Because, Calgary, we have, 3 months?
Technically.
3 months of nice weather.
People are getting more and more married, getting more in the fall. Fall's becoming really popular.
And fall's fine. Fall, I'm not booked yet. But summer...
It's bad.
It's done. I'm booked.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Yep. Okay.
We just got to keep that in mind.
So they should be contacting you about a year.
Yeah.
They need to be sending out... When should they send out their save the dates?
At least a year.
At least a year. And they should be sending out their wedding invitations.
I'd say 6 to 8 months. You probably could do 4. I think that's cutting it close.
Okay. But that just depends on your culture, too. Because some cultures don't believe in sending it out that fast, right? Mm-hmm. They expect it to be don't tell me 2 weeks.
And also where you're getting married. If you're getting married in August long, and you're not sending out a save the date, and you're sending me your invitation 4 months before,
you may not be able to go because
I'm not going to be able because I'm probably already booked. And that's what we do, right? We book our...
I have a cousin who's getting married, and she's getting married next year, and she just posted it in Madison, we can't come to your wedding. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I know. She just found out like this. And it's because we're going to shoot a wedding for Claudette and Jonathan in the end of mid-September in Brussels, UK. Mm-hmm. I can't come back and then go to another vacation trip. That was my vacation. Yeah. We're actually not taking vacations this year in order to make that vacation for next year. And I'm taking my family, so that's all our monies. Mm-hmm. We have no more monies after that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have children. Yeah. That's what we do. They soak it up,
yeah.
Right? But that's a life decision that we have to make. Totally, I'll spoil her, and I'll do whatever she needs me to do for anything else. But we won't be able to go to Mexico in October for her wedding.
Yeah.
And I'm really sad because I love Maddie. Love her. And my kids love her.
Good.
And they're going to be so mad at me when I tell them they can't come. I'm not going to talk about that anymore.
Yeah.
So anyway,
just be on the ball early. If you could do everything more ahead of the game, go for it.
Okay. The earlier bird, what is it? The early worm gets the bird, or the bird, or whatever.
Oh, we butchered that.
We suck. So, I think we touched it pretty much as anyone's going to listen. I'm going to do, starting, it's called these little 25 questionist, if you will, questions. And it has everything to do with weddings. So, you have to answer them as fast as you can. You ready?
No, but go anyway.
Drink a little more, you drink. Here, I'll drink some too. Alright. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Buttercream or fondant?
Buttercream.
Fresh flowers or no flowers?
Fresh flowers.
Band or DJ?
DJ.
Indoor or outdoor? For wedding. The wedding itself.
Outdoor.
Outdoor. Intimate or everybody under the sun's invited to your wedding?
Lord help me. More intimate.
Intimate. Open bar versus cash bar? This is a hard one. Because nobody made all the money, not all loaded to the brim.
I would say cash bar if I could do open bar, but I wouldn't say cash bar. That's what we're doing.
Cash bar? Cash bar versus toonie bar, then.
Toonie bar.
Toonies? It's for all you Americans, are $2. They come in a coin. It's gold and silver. It's weird. And if you're really nice to me, I'll send you one.
Free toonies.
With a limit of 15, no more than that. Do you want to do a first look or down the aisle?
Down the aisle.
Why?
I've always dreamt of walking down the aisle with
When
my
he
papa.
sees you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
Not if there's anything wrong with that. The first
No,
time.
it's totally fine.
Okay.
Totally fine. Because we've already decided it's yours. Sweet table versus a cake.
Cake.
You want the cake over
Yeah.
the sweet table?
Yeah.
Buffet versus a plate at dinner.
This was a tough one. I've had some good buffets.
Well, I think they're about the same price, too.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to a wedding planner in a couple weeks when we're in Texas.
Okay.
By
Yeah.
the pool in Houston.
I'll plate it if I could. Yeah.
Plate it if you could afford it.
Yeah.
So if buffet's cheaper, then you go buffet.
Buffet. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Big exit versus just tuck out the back.
Big exit.
You want to like go
yeah,
bigger
girl.
over home,
Oh, yeah.
all right?
You ready? Yeah.
Planner versus no planner.
Planner. God, planner.
Okay, so that could go in day of or whole full planning.
I'm a control freak, so day of.
She's type A. Spring versus summer.
Summer.
Winter versus summer.
Summer.
Okay. Instagram versus Pinterest is your vice.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta pick one.
In terms of what?
Your life, like your favorite
If I had
thing.
to choose one,
You can only have one for the rest of your life. What would it be?
I'd probably choose Pinterest, but I use it more for work.
You have her.
I
Okay.
know.
Facebook versus Instagram.
Oh, Instagram. Oh, hands down.
Give me some.
Screw
All
Facebook.
right. Wine versus beer.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because I love you all the time.
Beer, because Matt drinks beer, so we could drink together.
Okay.
Yeah.
An updo versus a natural kind of flowy.
I think up to you, because how many times do you put your hair up? Nicely.
Veil versus a headpiece.
Veil.
Invites versus an invite.
Invitation!
I put that
Mail
one.
those suckers out.
I put that one on just for her. Honeymoon. It's to be tropical or city.
Neither.
Neither. You want to go mountains?
We're doing mountain. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you want a signature drink, or would you prefer to let the guests decide?
Signature drink.
Signature drink?
Yeah.
Videographer or Aunt Mary Bob Joe?
Videographer. For sure.
Yeah, that's my shout out to Parfait.
Yeah, Parfait.
And
love you.
that's kind of it. So yeah, I'm gonna turn this back on because I can't see myself, and that makes me feel weird. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Guess what's in our
Cheers.
drinks? Because everybody that comes on here has to A, get a tumbler, and 2, drink whatever I give them to put in their cup.
It's delicious.
Cheerio.
Bye.